Hey, what's up? It's the Empire, Geo Boxing Empire, Baxmore Boxing. Now, Amir Khan, in my opinion, is the best welterweight right now. He's really undefeated at welterweight. We all know about Cal Brook fighting Errol Spence, and people still think he's undefeated because he has no losses at welterweight. And they're right. He has no losses at welterweight. So does Khan. He has no losses at welterweight. And in my opinion, Khan has beaten far more top level opposition than any other welterweight right now. You know, people are too odd about all these undefeated records, but the truth is, people lose these undefeated records all the time. You know what I mean? So, being an undefeated champion really it's overrated if you're not really beating anybody. You know, Danny used to be undefeated. He lost his O. You know, Berto used to be undefeated. He lost his O at welterweight. Adrian Broner used to be undefeated 2, 3, 4 time world champion at welterweight. And he lost his belt. So I think all in all, Khan is the better fighter than all these other welterweights. You know, he beat Luis Collazo back when Collazo was a nobody, and no one gave Khan credit for that fight until Collazo almost knocked out Keith Thurman with a body shot. You know, and then Collazo knocked out Oscar Valdez with the right hook. And then all of a sudden, Luis Collazo's always been a threat, and he's always been dangerous. You know, so that made no sense. And we all know about Amir Khan destroying Devin Alexander. He beat him pretty bad. Wasn't even close. Outclassed him. And that's how he won the WBC silver title. Destroyed Devin Alexander. Wasn't even close. And then he beat Chris Algieri in his hometown in New York. He beat him bad. I mean, Chris Algieri was trying to fight in the inside, and that's not his style. He doesn't have an inside game. So while Chris Algieri was trying to do something he's mediocre at, Khan was boxing something he's great at. So I mean, Chris Algieri just doesn't have the inside game to pull off. And that's why I gave Khan the edge in that fight. So all in all, Khan has the most elite competition at 147. Not to mention, he fought the most hardest puncher to date, I think, and that's Marcos Maidana. And he destroyed Maidana. He even dropped him. You know, people don't give Khan of credit for that fight. You know, Marcos Maidana beat Adrian Broner when he was undefeated. And he was coming up the ranks, you know, undefeated 3, 4 time world champion. And Marcos Maidana destroyed him. You know, the thing is, these welterweights, most undefeated fighters that lost their O's, they lost to ordinary people they weren't supposed to lose to. So these people were better than what people give them credit for, right? Now, like I said, when Berto lost, he lost to Victor Ortiz, a guy who had no chin apparently, but he lost. And Tim Bradley, he wasn't supposed to lose to Pacquiao the second time. He was supposed to win the first time. He wasn't supposed to lose that O, but he did. You know? So you got these undefeated fighters losing that O left and right. So that's like the normal at welterweight. And so like these fighters that are undefeated are losing to fighters that are supposed to be lesser than them. But these you're not giving these other opponents credit they deserve. And Khan's been beating top opposition. They just weren't giving the respect they deserve until their favorite fighter gets hurt by them or wobbled by them. So Khan, man, King Kong is actually the best fighter at welterweight right now, man, in my opinion. He's fought the tougher opposition. He's fought everyone before everyone knew how dangerous they were. You know, people didn't give these people credit until people like Marcos Maidana start beating undefeated world champions, and Victor Ortiz start beating undefeated Andre Berto. You know, so people need to give credit to these top 147 fighters. It's really a whole bunch of world champions fighting other world champions. It's so you're gonna take a loss. But Khan at welterweight has no losses, man. He's undefeated up there. He's beaten former world champions at 147. So that's my opinion, man. Khan is the best at 147. Nothing can tell me otherwise. Because if people will give Kell Brook the chance of saying, oh, he's undefeated at welterweight, okay, so is Khan. And he's fighting way more opposition, way tougher opposition than Kell Brook at welterweight. So that's what I feel, man. Let me know how you guys feel. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire. Geo Boxing Empire. I'm out. Hey, what's up? It's the